Good morning. This is Gus Almashny from Advanced Sports Analytics, and we are going to discuss the DraftKings Major League Baseball tournament that was for $300,000 prize pool, the Gold Glove, and the first place paying $50,000. And this right here is a screenshot of the tournament right before it ended, with Wilson one in the lead at 147.8 and Papa Gates in third place at 142.7 and having a couple players left. And actually, Papa Gates took down the tournament with some late game heroics from Jake Lamb as well as Pollock. Um, and so, of course, Papa Gates got enough points to surpass Wilson one, but Wilson one did finish in second place. We are actually going to look at both of the lineups and some of the things they did to construct the lineups to, of course, take down some big money yesterday. If we look at Wilson one's lineup, he went with John Lackey, who didn't do very well, but Danny Salazar did, especially getting 7 strikeouts. And those are the 2 highest pitchers of the day. Wilson one did have a Yankee stack, which rewarded him handsomely, especially with Hicks, Holiday, Castro, and Healy. We're going to get into that in a little bit. Freeman was definitely the star of his lineup with 40 points and 2 home runs, and had a home run against Jared Weaver. Seems to be near the tail end of his career. Giancarlo Stanton was kind of interesting. Obviously, he's not a cheap hitter. Didn't do well. Probably the long flight to Seattle and the late start. Miami's now starting a West Coast road trip. May have affected his performance. If we take a look at the winning lineup from Papa Gates, he also had Salazar. Obviously didn't do well Gerald Cotton, but Lackey didn't do well for Wilson one. And went with the Milwaukee stack, which is not a bad idea these days. Milwaukee's offense is playing really well. Braun and Thames had 59 combined points, and they're just absolutely on fire. Of course, Lamb and Pollock came through at the end to enable Papa Gates to take down the first place prize. And if we take a look at Danny Salazar, definitely he's got some strong numbers from last year. You can see a significant area that's more than 20 DraftKings points, and definitely was able to do that yesterday. Also, let's take a look at the batting order correlation for the Brewers from last season, and the 2-3 hitters, which is where Thames and Braun were hitting, 0.29, and I believe that's actually the highest correlation for the Brewers for last year. So kudos to Papa Gates for picking the 2 of the right Brewers hitters to pick up yesterday. And Thames, I believe, is homered in 5 straight games. I mean, the guy's just playing unreal right now. Going back to Wilson one's lineup, Freeman got him 40 points. And the interesting thing is that Freeman, being a lefty, has terrorized right-handed hitting. Batting average of 301 compared to 266 against lefties. OPS of .953 against righties and .790 against lefties. Jared Weaver being a righty and also being 34, 35 years old, near the tail end of his career. And Freeman did homer off him. Also homered off of one of the relief pitchers, I think Buchter was one he homered off of, but did a lot of damage against Weaver. So that sometimes can be advantageous if you do find a good lefty or righty hitter going against someone throwing the opposite way. And if you see good splits, that's usually a good idea to pick up that player. Also on the Advanced Sports Analytics site, you can see our probabilities for certain plays. Freeman was the 3rd highest for first baseman at .0966. Swanson was another player that Wilson one picked up, also 3rd at .1124, and good value, of course. Yankee stack, that's a stack that Wilson one went with. Went with Hicks, Holiday, Castro, and Healy. Those are 2, 3, 4, 5 hitters. Those 4 players combined for 46 points. The Yankees are absolutely on fire right now, with winning 8 straight games and scoring 49 runs in that span. Also looking at lefty and righty splits, Holland's the southpaw. He pitched for the White Sox and is not great against righties. Holiday is very good against lefties. And we do see a positive correlation with the 2, 3, 4, 5 here, especially 2, 3. Again, here's Holland, the White Sox. And his numbers against righties, not great. The OPS is significantly higher over the last 3 seasons, and the batting average is a little bit higher. But if you look at the home run numbers, 625 at bats. He's allowed 24 homers. That's pretty high. Um, Against lefties, only 2 homers. So if you try to multiply the bats by 4 to kind of get it to match up with the bats with righties, that would be 8 home runs against lefties. So clearly, Holland really struggles against righties, and Holiday made him pay. Holiday, great against lefties over the last 3 seasons. Significantly higher OPS, better home run numbers. Um, Batting average is about the same. Actually, on base percentage is actually a little bit better against lefties. So, yeah, I mean, obviously, Holiday does a lot better against lefties. So, in the batting order correlation for the Yankees, 2.3, that's pretty high. 2.4, 2.5. And by the way, Holiday was batting, I think, second. No, he was batting third in lineup. Hicks was batting second. But still, we do see a positive correlation between 2.3 and then 3.4, 3.5, pretty decent correlation as well. So there we have it. That's a recap of the tournament on Monday, April 17th. And we'll be back to suggest some players to pick up for later today. And we'll continue recapping some of the big tournaments throughout the week. All right, good luck to you.